Definitely don't want to jump down there. Ah, this is where. First, what's this? A page from a patriot's diary. The time has come for what is sure to be a decisive battle. Hardened by the weeks spent in the underground, we are now ready to defend Montmartre, our last stronghold. It will be us, or the machine that decimated our ranks. We have chosen the battlefield for our fight. Despite their dwindling numbers, the First Company is already hard at work, sabotaging the floor of the Great Cavern. It is up to us, whom fate has chosen to carry out this most perilous mission, to lure the enemy there and trap it. There is not a dreamer among us who hopes to survive this battle, but we go to our deaths with hearts bursting with love for our nation. Vive la France! Vive Louis Philippe I, King of the French!
Look at them, parading around like peacocks. These scoundrels, rotten to their very core. See how they proudly display their vices and shameful privileges, tirelessly working to drag morality through the mud, trampling love itself.
The Queen is said to have read your liaison before her husband banned it. It's hilarious, isn't it?
I'm not surprised. No matter how hard I work to denounce their immoral practices, the aristocrats saw my novel as nothing more than a light-hearted bit of fluff. How naive I was to imagine that my pen could slice away the gangrene of their debauchery.
Well, fortunately, you have more than one string to your bow, mon capitaine.
A bloody dolman jacket. Huh. Smuggler's hat and a mandarin double.
Monsieur Marat.
Huh? Hey? Who goes there? La diableuse, je m'attendais. So this is the famous Huntress Diana I've heard so much about. Truly, 'tis an honor, madame. Now let me have a look at you. Oh, you're just as they described. An angel of death, descended from the heavens to vanquish the clockwork tyrant.
Who depicted me this way, monsieur?
Mes compagnons, madame. Chief among them is Monsieur Chaudelot de la Clos. They have observed you dispensing justice all over the city. A most expeditious justice at that, as befits the crimes committed by our good king. What a strange machine you are. Gifted with intelligence, clearly, but also with speech and the freedom to do as you please. Cependant, you are still an automat. Who is your master?
It was on the Queen's orders that I came to Paris.
The poor thing. To what new level of desperation has her husband's madness driven her? Does she finally intend to leave this kingdom, where she should never have set her dainty little feet?
No, monsieur. She means to put an end to her husband's madness.
What, with you? You in what army? That's quite amusing, you must admit.
And you, Monsieur Marat? Who is your master?
I serve not a master, but a cause. That of the Duc d'Orléans. His cousin the king has no place on that throne, and nor does his wretched dynasty. The Bourbons, along with their wars, their crimes, and their vices, are finished. It's high time their scepter be passed to an enlightened, just monarch. One who is sympathetic to the people's sufferings. But now that I think about it, madame, look at us. We've been standing around chatting like old friends for several minutes, and I still don't know to what I owe the pleasure of your visit.
I must go to the Bastille, where Monsieur de Vaucanson is imprisoned.
Oui. Such a sad fate for a king's lackey. And what do you want with your creator? This man whose blood-stained hands built the army that's currently setting Paris ablaze.
What Vaucanson has done, only Vaucanson can undo.
Fair enough. Alas, while I come and go as I please through these tunnels, it is impossible to enter the fortress.
Impossible, dites-vous?
A sanguinary automat is spreading death and terror in the depths of this quarry. At the cost of their lives, my comrades were able to sabotage the floor of the cave to limit its movements. Nevertheless, it stands between you and the tunnel that leads to the Quartier du Temple. And that's the only way to reach the Bastille.
And yet that's exactly what I intend to do, Monsieur Marat.
À votre guise. I shall not attempt to dissuade you. There is one small thing, though. I had to disable the mobile walkways to protect myself from the automats. But since you managed to come here, I assume you already know a lot about these devices.
Indeed.
Here. This will allow you to reach the lower tunnels.
Thank you. So what's this? A pamphlet denouncing Mirabeau. L'ami du people. Number C24. A political and impartial journal by Monsieur Montmartre. 25th of May, 1789. What a clever trick Monsieur de Mirabeau played on us by offering his chest to the bayonets. In the eyes of the people, the flambeau de Provence has never shone so brightly. Yet the veil must be torn away, and the truth must triumph over Monsieur Riquetti's tone of importance and false air of dignity, for he is nothing more than a slave of favor, a courtier, a zealous servant of authority wearing the mask of patriotism. Saint Mirabeau, who just 2 years ago would have pawned his for 6 livres, is now bathing in opulence. He has now just bought a mansion for the sum of 200,000 livres, which he paid in cash. He has 3 mistresses whom he lavishes with gifts. All are welcome at his table, and he has paid off his debts. At whose expense, I ask? At the expense of the nation, whose interests he... At whose expense, I ask? At the expense of the nation whose interests he has always sold to the monarch. How this wretch, whom the ignorant have canonized, and whom the blind crowds insist on crowning, must laugh at his foolish worshippers. His contempt for the people's cause is so great that he no longer even bothers to conceal it. Cunning chameleon, you may change color, but you will not escape my eye. I will track your skillful metamorphoses and draw the audience's attention to them, so they will no longer be dazzled by you. It is not to you, unworthy upstart, that we shall sacrifice our rights, our freedom, and our happiness. A pamphlet denouncing Lafayette. L'ami du people, number C24. 25, a political and impartial journal by Montmartre, 20th of June, 1789. I wish here to denounce the duplicity of the Marquis de Lafayette, the aspiring tyrant on whose shoulders the confidence of a nation blinded by perfidious artifice now rests. It is well known now how, in previous publications, I have attacked the boundless ambition of our Motier. What is not known is that he has sworn to kill me, and that I have been forced to go into hiding to escape his vengeance. Know, reader, that the regiment tasked with destroying my printing press and taking me away from my home was sent by the Châtelet. If our so-called national hero can, in all impunity, order the soldiers of the realm under his command to oppress honest citizens, if he can use public force to settle a private quarrel, who will stop him from using these brave men against the entire people? What will the French people, who look to him as their savior, think? What will the French people, who look to him as their savior, think? By ordering the defenders of the nation to trample all over public liberty, the Marquis can only aspire to incite a civil war. This man is unworthy to command the defenders of the nation. Citizens cannot tolerate this shocking abuse. They must guard against the terrible misfortune that would be the inevitable result of this usurpation of power.
Thanks to Monsieur Marat, I will use the mobile walkway to reach the lower levels.
Nice.
Voila. That should have fixed the walkway.
I mean, I want to go down, right? Low galleries. Alright. Just looking around. And it turns out Marat is a actual figure from the French Revolution, as are most of the people. Oh my goodness. Blasted serpent. Haha. Down with you, foul creature. I was gonna say, it seems like one of the spiders. Oh. Oh, great. There's 3 of them? Oh my goodness. Oh, great. There we go. Took him down. Alright, let's see what's in here. Mandarin culottes and Caligain buskins. Is there a reason why they don't just bother putting them all in the same spot? I mean, they might as well. Because they're not very far from each other. Flame resistance vial. That's the thing, they might as well put the gear sets together, because they never really space them that much apart anyway. Okay. Time to see what's down here. The deaths. Well, there's a Vestal. Grab that. Charleville bayonet. Since I haven't killed any enemies yet, I might as well use the Vestal. Can I upgrade the halberd? I just need 800 more. Just need 800 more soul anima. Alright, 500 more. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah, now I'm over it. Alright. Sure, might as well upgrade the halberd. Just in case. So now we need a bismuth block and a bronze ingot. Come on, take him out. So the way up to get that is going to be up here. Essence of a revolutionary spirit. Alright. I don't fear you. Not in the slightest. Oh, what's up here? Good thing we looked. An endurance fluid vial. That'll be helpful later, actually. And there's no way into there. Cavern. The centaur. Know what we can do? There we go. Now we have that. Ow! Oh. Seems resistant to my shots. Possibly. Sure. We'll use another one of those. Ow. Yankee. Okay. Sure, we'll use the oil barrette. Sure, we'll use an ordinary vial. Woo! Oh, almost got me that time. Easy. Okay, what do you got? Grade 3 efficient countering module. A module key and an orichalcum ingot. Okay.
I must gather the 3 echoes.
Well, what's the one I'm missing? Now I fear there's no way I can go back. Time to go back up. Wish I could look further. Hurry up! So this is taking us all the way back to the top. Got an oil vial.
Here you are at last. This is where the path to the Bastille begins. And to think, I would have never thought you'd make it this far. Cependant, I would advise you not to rush. The fighting in these tunnels has weakened the structure. If you go in there, I'm afraid you won't be able to turn back. Delors, I have just one bit of advice to give you. Before going any further, make sure you're not leaving behind any unfinished business. Any commitments that you've not fully met. I shall return to my hiding place. In these unsure times, you can never be too careful. Ne croyez-vous pas?
Alright, so, before we go, let's find that last echo. How much does this revolutionary spirit give? 2,000. Alright, got enough to level up now. Let's upgrade our vigor. Alright. What's the echo we're missing? Affinity Vault Console. Chodelo de Laclos. Alright.
If I take one more step, there will be no turning back. This path will lead me straight to the Quartier du Temple.
Nope, don't want to go there yet. So this is the surface. Oh, jeez. At least they're fragile. Alright. Now the question is, how are we going to be able to leave this spot? Or if I'm going to have to basically go through the entire place again. Okay, I can't jump that way. If anything, I could see if the other elevator can take me to Marat's hiding place. Yeah, it seems like we're gonna have to do that. There's no way out of here. Except for this. Alright, time to go back up. Okay. Because there is a big elevator that acted as like a shortcut. Ooh, an alchemical resistance vial. How do I get out of this spot? Okay, it's not even letting me go. says that if I go any further down this tunnel, right, then I won't be able to go back. But the problem is, I can't get back up to where I need to. Unless I'm missing something. Alright, let's look around here a little further. Because I can't get through that. Oh, here we go. Alright, now I unlocked it. Sweet. The Royal Gypsum Quarry. And that is the elevator we seek. Please don't attack me. Of course he's going to attack me. Fine. Welcome to Pound Town. Not a moment too soon. Okay, we need to go down. Reserves. Alright. This is as far down as it goes. And he's down. Duh. There we go. Ah. Whoa. Ow. Barely hit me. Jeez, this one's way more evasive. This spider is being an evasive little jerk. Ugh. Jeez. There we go. Let's use that oil barrette. Not just showering us with the bronze ingots. Ah, there's the elevator. There. All taken care of. Just wish that they just gave them to me at this point. Oh, hey, is this it?
Monsieur Laclos was the Duc d'Orléans' faithful retainer. He was to prepare the way for his takeover, and now he has become one of the king's most bloodthirsty automats. How ironic.
Okay. So I have the last echo. Now I just need to make it back to the boss chamber. Which thankfully we could use the easy route. The question is getting back to where it was. Alright, the deaths. Let's take out the spider first. Get over here. There we go. I don't feel like fighting the big guy. So let's see if we can just keep going. Aha, here it is. Oh, we missed this before anyway. Got an oil vial.
Leclos, you're alive.
Platoon. Ready. Fire! Fire at will! Oh, Senor. We can't stop them. They're upon us. Fixed bayonets. Fixed bayonets!
The fighting has stopped. It's over. Voyez? The Huntress Diana appeared to us. She's the one who saved you.
But the troops... Where are the troops?
You are the only survivor, Leclos.
No. No. We were so close. But those machines... An entire battalion would have been unable to defeat them. We were forced to retreat. Chased into these tunnels by the automats.
It was madness to attempt an attack on the Bastille.
You're wrong. I'm a military man. It was a bold maneuver, but it was a calculated risk. After all, that old fortress is a pile of stones with no buffers, curtain walls, or bastions. As for its garrison, our agents were certain. Only a handful of veterans should have been there. A single charge should have sufficed to disperse them. But the king made other arrangements. He increased the fortress's defenses and placed a swarm of automats at the service of a terrible machine.
Why did you launch this attack?
3 of our companions were held captive in the fortress. Our best agents.
Agents?
Spies, if you prefer. We, the supporters of the Duc d'Orléans, have always worked in the shadows, within the Queen's entourage, in the tribunes of the Estates General, among the patriots in the clubs, amidst the rank and file in the army.
We have had some success, you have to admit.
What machinations have you discovered?
Enough to make Monsieur Marat's ink flow and bring down our rivals. Necker's speculations, Lafayette's dishonorable behavior, Mirabeau's corruption, and many darker secrets.
Tell me about this machine that guards the Bastille.
We were prepared to face an enemy, not an executioner. That thing, half butcher's block, half stocks, was designed to make heads roll.
Who captured you, monsieur?
There was some confusion in the fray, but Cagliostro was in charge. He was the one who ordered me to be shut up in that coffin. Then I was thrown into that awful place where I lost consciousness. After that, everything is a series of blurred visions, with a voice that ordered me to kill, again and again.
I intend to enter the Bastille and free Monsieur de Vaucanson.
For what possible reason, mon Dieu?
She claims that he's the only one who can stop the machines.
Indeed, it's possible. In that case, if you're ready to face the abomination that blocked my path and slaughtered my lieutenants, then don't waste a second. Let's not stay here much longer, Marat. Let's head back to our burrow. There's still some wine left in this part.
More than enough, Leclos. More than enough.
Wonderful. We'll drink to our broken dreams until this finally comes to an end.
All right. Back to the surface. Okay.